Hi guys, it's Miss Gilreath and I have my little friend here. And our goal today is we are going to review what is a multiple. Now you might have heard the words factors and multiples together, but remember a multiple, that's going to be our focus today. A multiple means the same thing as skip counting. So when we hear the word multiple, we think about skip counting by the number that you are given. So let's do a little bit of a review of what is skip counting. So let's skip count by something easy like twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We've done this in class before. So when we practice skip counting, let's remember that skip counting, we'll look here at our twos. Oops, we're covering up my little friend here. So let's zoom in a little bit on skip counting by twos. When we skip count, we are really doing the number times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5, and so on. So we skip count by twos. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10, and so on and so forth. And we can skip count on and on and on and on. If you remember, we say multiples many, multiples skip counting, multiples many, factors few. Multiples can go on and on and on. We can keep on skip counting on and on and on and on. Okay, so let's look at what you're going to be doing. You're going to be working with your candy cane multiples. Okay. So on your sheet that you will see, you will have 1 through 6. 1 through 6. Now, your cards, your candy cane multiple cards, will have a number down at the bottom. We're actually going to practice one that you're going to see on your sheet, just so you know how to do it. So if you had this right here, we would be looking at number 6 on your card, and you're going to be writing the multiples next to your number 6 line. Okay, next to your number 6 line. You got it? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. When we are going to be skip counting by 40. Now that seems like, oh my goodness. I'm actually going to write it down here. Okay, I'm going to write it down here, but when you're doing it on your worksheet, you're going to write it next to the correct number. Okay, so we know we're doing number 6. Okay, so we'll scoot that up just a little bit. Oh, this elf is going all over the place today. Okay, so we would be writing next to the number 6 line right up here. Okay, so let's skip count by 40s. 40. What would come next when we count by 4s? 80. 4, 8, 12. We're just going to add a 0 because we just have a 0 on the end when we count by 4. So that might be an easy way to remember. 40, 80, 120. We're counting by 4s. What comes next? 4, 8, 12, 16. We have to remember to add that 0 because we have a 0 here. 40, 80, 120, 160. Let's see what comes next. 40, 80, 120, 160, 4, 8, 12, 16. Then we have 20. But we add that 0 because we've got our 0 there. So it would be 200. So when you are asked to do the first 5 multiples of a number, we're going to skip count 5 times by that number. So 40 sounded like it might have been tough. What do you think? Get in there and take a look. There you go. You check me now. But we know that it's just really 4 with a 0 on the end because 4 times 10 is 40. So that just might be a quick little helper hint. 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. Those are the first 5 multiples of 40. Now, that's going to be your number 6. So if you paid attention, that's what you're going to fill in on your sheet for your number 6. We just did one that you're going to have on your sheet together. Got it? All right, I think he's got it. Okay, we're going to practice another number That's not quite as big as 40. Remember, skip counting is writing your multiples. We're just doing the number times 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, let's do a simple number like 4. Now, this has a lot to do with what we just did. So here we go. So let's count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. Okay, so that's just counting by a smaller number by 4s. Do you see how that made that connection with your 40s? Your 40 for number 6? Okay, let's do one more simple number together. Okay, let's count by, do the multiples, the first 5 multiples of 6. Okay, so we're going to be skip counting by 6s. I'm going to draw 5 boxes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so we know how many numbers we're going to write. So let's go ahead. Let's count by 6s. 6, 12, 18. What comes next when you're counting by 6s? 6, 12, 18. Ready? 24. And then 30. 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, 6 times 4, and 6 times 5. So those are your multiples of 6. All right. So I hope you and our nice little class ELF had fun with multiples. Remember, multiples many, and it's skip counting. So we're just skip counting by the number, whichever number you see on your candy cane, and you're going to write it next to the matching number to your card. I hope that helped, and we will talk to you soon.